Welcome to the Google Pixel 8 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra camera comparison, guys. Now, I've been waiting for this weather. Why? You might ask why? Well, you pretty much know those phones are great when there is enough sunlight, and what will separate them apart is just the border case scenario, like for example bad weather. So I've done also reviews running in the rain. So if we have rain, we're probably gonna take it down there, but now that's the front camera. So the left footage is from the S23 Ultra and the right footage is from the Pixel 8 Pro. I'm shooting 4K 60 FPS, so rain also my hoodie. No, for the colors, it's just very cold outside. But for you to also be able to estimate what is happening on the background. Now have in mind, the Pixel has an option to go to 1.4, which is nice and pleasant, and 1. The S23 Ultra has a fixed thing, so I cannot really change it there. I'm gonna do a slow pan for you to be able to estimate what happens on the background, check all the colors, and let me know down in the comments where do you think the front video is better. So now it's time to test the front camera stabilization. Alright, both phones should at least have electronic image stabilization on the front camera, and the back camera will also use OIS or optical image stabilization. This is the back camera. So again, 4K 60 FPS video. I'm gonna do a slow turn so that you can check all the colors behind me and also try to estimate which footage, according to your opinion, is better. Let me start with those styles because the shape is important. Now I'm going to gradually go to the grass. Why grass is very important, guys? Because the green can look green and also green, you know what I mean, other greens. So it's very important to understand which footage is closer to reality. What I can see from the viewfinder is that the footage looks different, but remember the Pixel 8 Pro is using a new Super Extra screen. If that's the calibration, that's nice, but also the clouds are a bit different here and the overall footage is really somehow dark. Let's test the ultrawide cameras, 0.5 on the Pixel 8 Pro and 0.6 on my S23 Ultra, and it is still weird that I'm not able directly to go from 1x, the main sensor, to the ultrawide on the S23 Ultra while shooting 4K 60 FPS video. This is really a bummer, and luckily I have to praise the Pixel can do this. Now please pay attention to the sky, and the devil here is in these very little details that are barely to be seen. It's very easy when we have sun outside, right, with the help of the light, but it's not so easy when we are into these scenarios. It's a bit more, I would say, extreme and a bit more tough for the phones. Okay, but this is the ultrawide, so now I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go and test some of them zoom cameras. This here is the 3x footage, and of course on the S23 Ultra it's gonna be a bit better because that's optical, right? And you know what is gonna happen if I am to switch to 5x. Now pay attention, guys. I'm gonna go to 5x here on my S23 Ultra device. Now I'm 5x on the S23 Ultra and 5x on the Pixel. And the moment I switched to the zoom camera, right, you can just see there is a very clearly defined difference. And now this is 10x, guys, where you can clearly see that the S23 Ultra switches to the zoom sensor. Another image where you can check 20x on both phones, and it's very tough for me to just hold it still, as you can imagine, but this is what we get. Another test starting from 1x, and guys, it's still very unacceptable that you cannot go from 1x to the ultrawide on the Galaxy S23 Ultra just when shooting 4K 60. This is absolutely not acceptable. I can do this all day long on the Pixel, as you can just see here. Now let me just go to the 2x on the Pixel and also on the S23 Ultra. So this is the 2x footage. Again, it's a crop from the main sensor, should be pretty good from both cameras. Now I'm gonna go directly to 5x, show you that optical goodness here on the Pixel, and let me show you the crop from the Galaxy. Alright, so this one is here, 5x from the Galaxy. This is 10x on both phones, and I am disappointed again. I had to stop the video on the S23 Ultra to manually go to 10x and activate the zoom camera. So completely not acceptable, and I can do this all day long on the Pixel. So 10x footage on both phones. Let's restart the test in 4K 30 FPS because I'm extremely disappointed from the fact that I have to manually stop the 4K 60 FPS video on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra in order to just access the 10x zoom camera. So that's completely unacceptable, and also because of the fact that I have to also stop the video to manually go from the main 1x camera to the ultra wide, which is absolutely not perfect. I want to give the same advantages to both phones, so I'm gonna manually cycle now to the ultra wide cameras, and as you can see, 0.5x is just giving you more. It's giving you a bigger viewing angle compared to the 0.6 on the S23 Ultra, and this is here the cycle on the Ultra. This here is the cycle on the Pixel, in case you want to compare that one. Okay, and from now we can just go and make sure to access the zoom cameras. Now, completely nice, if I am here on 1x, the main camera on the S23 Ultra, I can go and do 3x, and this is going to give me zoom. Now on the Pixel I don't have a 3x, I only have 2x, right? And I have 5x, but I'm gonna go to 5x, and this will trigger automatically the 5x optical zoom. And if I am to do this here on the Galaxy, this is kind of the result we're getting, which is actually almost very nice and very comparable. Although again, 5x on the S23 Ultra is not optical, and you're gonna get these disadvantages. But if I'm to focus on this boot and switch to 10x, we're going to hopefully get again the nice optical camera. And if I'm to get here the 10x on the Google Pixel Pro, you're gonna see that the 10x optical is clearly better than the 10x digital we get on the Pixel. One more time, going to the ultra wide of both phones. Okay, and by the way guys, you see this is an artifact? No, this is rain dropping on my phone. Again, I want to push the phone to the limits, and I don't want to use like the perfect scenario, so I'm just gonna pause the video, wipe up the cameras, and continue to shoot in this rain. This video is to prove that I'm not overreacting. It's true, I had some drops of rain on my cameras, so let me wipe them off and continue the test. Back to 4K 60 FPS on the front camera, guys. This is gonna be my low light test. Yes, you guessed that correctly. I'm here with a lot of arcade games. Well, because arcades are fun, and also there are a lot of colors. So this is gonna be the front-facing video from both cameras in a condition like this. And now let's see what the back cameras can do. UHD 60, guys. Again, the same arcades. And you can, by the way, also try to test the audio quality, my voice versus all these nice things coming out from the arcades. Now let me show something interesting. All right, I'm gonna go quickly outside, okay, to see how the phones can handle this, and I'm gonna go quickly inside. All right, and this is going to be the 4K 60 FPS video. Now let me go outside in the rain. I don't want to say that I'm afraid of the rain, and I'm gonna do a running test to test the 4K 60 stabilization. Okay, that's it. If I have to praise the S23 Ultra for something, it's the fact that it does 8K video, and it does it with 30 FPS. Sadly, 8K video not available on the Pixel. Another footage for you to estimate the colors on the viewfinder. The colors on the Pixel really look like the old Samsung days, really pumped up, too saturated, guys. Like, take a look at this here. This here is not so red, the way I see it, like this part here. On the S23 Ultra, the footage in the viewfinder looks way more accurate. I just hope that in the end result things are gonna be different. And the yellow is really weird. Also something interesting, guys, the Pixel tends to really play with the faces now. Okay, that's not a human, but it adds some kind of a glow to the face, which doesn't really exist on the S23 Ultra. S23 Ultra footage and the Pixel footage, and this guys just looks with a suntan on the Pixel 8 Pro video, and it looks a bit more realistic on the S23 Ultra. This has been the video comparison from the Pixel 8 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra in a bit of a more extreme scenarios. Rain coming, no sun, clouds, right? The idea really is to check for these borderline test case scenarios and just see how the footage is handled from the Pixel 8 Pro or the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now you let me know down below in the comments, which footage do you think was better in which scenario? Was the Pixel better in front camera? Was the S23 Ultra better on the back camera, or the ultra wide? And guys, I'm going to continue with working on my camera comparison for the photos. For that I'm gonna need a bit more time, but just understanding the video footage will give us a very good idea on the pros utilized by Google in the Pixel and by Samsung in the S23 Ultra. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe.